Welcome back, guys, to the XU Studios playthrough of Doki Literature Club. I'm Paul.
I'm not Paul. In fact, you might say I'm not so Paul.
Oh no. Oh no, how could you?
I'm more of an Ichi.
We're gonna infringe.
Now we're gonna get copyrighted.
We're gonna infringe. They're gonna
we
flag us.
We use the naming schema that's copyrighted of the Game Gumps.
And they're gonna come after us because they also did the Dokis.
With torch forks and pitches.
Torch forks and pitches. Oh my goodness. That sounds like a disgruntled symphonic death metal band. Torch forks and pitches.
When someone names their cover band after that, you'll know we've made it big.
Like they reach really high falsettos, but they're also brutal as shit. Like they sing about murder and barbed wire bondage and shit like that, but also they reach the highest fucking Freddie Mercury falsettos of all time. Also, this game's apparently fucked up. I haven't seen it yet.
I was about to say, are you sure you haven't played this game?
No, apparently this game's fucked up, and I haven't seen it yet.
That's because it's behind quite some time investment.
Okay.
Let's get back to it.
Alright. Fine.
So, we are at, I think we did 3 or maybe 4 poems, but if you're watching the playthrough, you know where the fuck we're at, because I don't.
Alright.
Who do you want to show your poem to first?
We usually start with Yuri, so why stop now? I don't even remember this.
Yuri, the one in charge.
Yuri, mom is the one in charge.
I have my full bottle of cherry energy to keep my voice nice and lucid.
I got your cherry energy right here. Paul.
Paul, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions, the real emotions. What can I do for you?
I would smack you.
I'm a little envious, even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. And I'm a video game character.
Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it.
Where would you like me to put it?
This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after.
Is that so?
Yuri gently smiles to herself.
This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember... That's you.
I remember you mentioning that yesterday.
I remembered that you remembered.
I can't believe that you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame.
You know what they say, if you're good at something, never do it for free. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice.
What do you mean?
Well...
Yuri smiles sadly.
Paul, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people.
She jacks off to Don Quixote, doesn't she?
People you want to fall in love with.
I'm right!
Or people you just know would make a really good friend. A really good sex friend.
I remember that hentai.
Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. And if you haven't noticed, I'm much less sick than last time we recorded this. So the voices will be less terrible.
Quite so.
You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time.
They just tell me to set fires.
They don't make fun of my body type. and they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People, that's you.
People say that about you?
I'm not a know-it-all, Paul. I'm a know-a-Paul. That was bad. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you. that I really understood what was missing all this time.
But I haven't really done anything.
No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful, that's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Paul. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. I make lists that are too long. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy.
I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. Yas, bitch! I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends.
And cupcakes.
Also cupcakes.
Friends are a fringe benefit.
And I would say I've had at least one success.
Everyone else is a total write-off.
Wouldn't you?
If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we?
Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time, she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem?
Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you.
Ghost Under the Light, Part 2.
Go, 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 Ghosto!
The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows. Closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drag my umbrella. Drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding? I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his head. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri. But instead of taking it from me, she looks away.
Do you dislike it?
No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about.
I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one.
That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. And I hope that we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch.
You can, the poem is...
Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice.
You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes.
Again, giggity. Yeah. Don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back toward me.
I guess we should move on before Monica says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away.
Who's next?
Let's go with Monica.
Hi, Paul. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival?
Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought.
Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Haha. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem.
Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands.
Your style's gotten so refined, Paul. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she?
Well, I guess so.
Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words for these past couple days than she's talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive.
Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting a hang of it myself.
You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her.
That's...
It's awfully suspicious, you know? Spending time with her in the club room every day. Reading that edgy novel with her.
Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. Oh god, what a horrible thing to say. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Oh, Jesus, wow, how could you say that? Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know?
I'm really here to just read some sick novels. Alright. I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. So if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage.
You say that like I'm gonna hurt her.
Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright?
That was ominous! Alright. Bitch, you scare me. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth, the lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift in the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. There's punctuation needed. Oh, it's...
No, there's a comma there.
Oh, okay, it's just really close to the Y. Sorry about that. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall and I fall, and I fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes, I find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind.
And I do the gust of wind dance. You know?
You're God, aren't you?
I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
What is your fucking thing, woman? I see. I never really put that much thought into it. What is your deal?
In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning?
You know, there's one thing I never noticed.
I noticed.
Oh, one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in this club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone.
You mean one-dimensional?
Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Boop, 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 boop. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving.
Good tip.
It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Sure thing, Cthulhu.
Who's next?